Hey there, for my latest truck project, I've installed catch cans on my 14 Titan, first generation. And you might ask, do we need catch cans on our Titans? The answer is no. If this were a GDI engine like an EcoBoost, I would say yes, we do need it. But no, I'm just looking to keep my intake clean and maybe have the fuel burn a little more efficient with more power without all the gunk going into the intake. And this is how I've done it. So from the PCV valve, we're coming up into the catch can and then coming out into the intake plenum. So on the other side, same thing. It's a little different routing, but here, catch can here. These catch cans were Amazon cheap. Well, not cheap. They were middle of the road in price, 40 bucks a piece. They look like a pretty good quality. They've got a baffle and a filter inside. They came with this mounting bracket here, which you can rotate. It's got two holes in the back, so you can mount it up. I've made two custom brackets. This one here, this was just a spacer. I drilled one hole in the top to mount on this bolt here, two holes in the bottom to mount the catch can. This bracket over here, similar position, but I had to move it out away from this module, so I used one of these guys, which I twisted and bent to make that work. Some tools you need: 10mm socket to take the intake off, some clamps. I've got a nut driver for those clamps. I've got a lighter to heat the hose to make it flexible to get it on. You need some additional hosing. You need some pliers for the stock clamps. These guys, actually these guys here, those ones, the smaller ones. Hose cutter to cut the hose. And my catch can came with plumber's tape for the fittings, so I taped all the fittings. And then I used blue Loctite on all the fasteners so they don't vibrate out. And for the catch can, you need an Allen key for the top bolts here. So I chose two catch cans to simplify routing. There's a lot less hose needed with two catch cans than if you did one. You don't have to run the hose all the way to the other side of the engine. You can just keep these hoses on the same side and these hoses on this side. So with that dual catch can setup, I was able to reuse two of the stock hoses. So this is a stock hose here. I can't remember which side it was from. It might have been from the other side, but it fits here in this configuration. And this is a stock hose here. And it looks a lot neater with two catch cans, and I'm glad I did choose two, because with these particular ones, they are quite small. So they will have to be drained more often. But with a big one, you won't have to drain it as much. So with two, you're basically halving the amount of crud in there. I put these catch cans had an option of adding a drain valve to it, so I added a drain ball valve to them. I added a little piece of hose to the bottom so I can stick something under there and drain them out. And what I really like about the way I did this is that the engine cover fits on perfectly just the way it is. So I've got no hoses running all the way across. You can put the engine cover on and you can see that hose fits in that notch. Both of those hoses fit in that notch. I don't have to notch the engine cover, and it's fairly neat. So all in all, it's about a 3-beer job with all of the fabricating the back brackets, painting them, cutting the hoses, getting everything on. So fairly simple, straightforward. And I'll do a follow-up video with my review of this, and I'll drain the catch cans in a couple weeks and see what we got. Thanks for watching.